Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm gonna hopefully explain my past two classes in a short time. Well, I just finished week 2 of the painting the figure in watercolor class. It's only 4 classes since it's a summer session. Not usually at Flesher. It's an art memorial in Philly. I'm gonna mess up that name so bad, so bear with me. So basically, I like the teacher there. He's very helpful to me, Bernard, because he asked me how long I've been drawing. I've been drawing for about a year. I say a year because I'm learning how to do the basic, like the fundamentals. I can draw, but I have not learned fundamentals. So these two are from the first class. Like, I'm actually proud I'm able to do that, but I need to learn to draw in shapes. So there's that. Like, excuse my nephew getting his hands on these because I'm his mother. Like, she can't watch him when he's touching other people's stuff. Like, the foot placement, I fucked that up because our model was sitting one way, and then after she got off her break, she sat another way. I was like, damn it. And Bernard's very good at pointing it out too, what needs to be added and so forth. So there's that. And this is from this week's class. I am so proud of this. One, I like a teacher that works with their students. If their student is struggling with something, they help them out. Because I feel that some people in my class are a bit, I'll say, snobbish in a sense, because they expect you to know what you're doing. But this is an all levels welcome class. That means beginners, and there's no prerequisites. You're gonna have people join. So I improved that, and then also I was paying attention to how the line was hitting her skin, because the model was darker than me. So she had like brown skin, and she also had like a red undertone, which I didn't catch before. So like, it's very important that I also had to pay attention to that too, and Bernard pointed that out, which was perfect. Because like, I watched videos and some people was like, why don't you just use black for a black person or a person with African descent? And I'm like, that don't make no sense. You just use one flat color, ignoring the fact that even a dark-skinned person has undertones that needs to be acknowledged, and that's like a common mistake for beginners, if I want to understand. It's really stupid. Because I watched a video, I think by the Art Sherpa, explaining that why you can't do that. And also the same way, if you're doing a white person, you can't just use white. You got different undertones. You got to pay attention to the lighting and so forth. So like, you could tell where the light was hitting her skin and where she was like kind of in the shadow. And then I was paying attention to like how her body was sitting, so I had to put the movements, like not movements, but little notations like, okay, her stomach is like slightly not bent, slightly curvy bent a little bit. So I'll put that on her. But overall, he was very happy with my progress. I was very happy too, because the head I keep drawing as a helmet, which was stupid, but as a habit I have to get out. I was very proud of this, because one guy asked me how long I've been drawing. Like I said, a year. I have to like get myself into the habit of drawing every day. Like right now, saw a video by Gel Arts with hands, and I'm working on that. I'm working on a video of her series that she has a week. So after next Monday, I'm going to be going to the next one and build it up. While I'm doing that one, I'm building up the hands too. Fingers is a total pain in the ass. So also paid attention, make like a skin tone chart. The only colors I don't have is raw sienna, raw umber, a purple, and sepia. Sepia is like a type of brown, but I still want it just in case. But like yellow ochre is like a good portion of it because you could use yellow ochre in almost any skin tone. Savored umber, same with sienna. I might get me a different red though. I'm not sure. But this part here is these watercolor pencils, and I was impressed. Like I did a video about why I was irked with the color pencils I brought from AC Moore. Like I had Derwent. I decided to take Derwent back until I get more comfortable using this type watercolor pencils. Like these, when I get my coloring books from the Kickstarters I supported, I am going to use them on that just a little bit and then put a little water and it's good. But yeah, for the first two pictures I showed, I used this color underneath and then paint on top of it. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I also used it on top of the watercolor and then like put a little water and mixed it in. There's that. Then now I listed my, excuse me while I move my feet, put the colors in order about how I'm using it. Like I haven't used these yet. I used the green for the first time last class. I want to use this blue because this is pretty, but I think there'll be more of a night type of thing, sky type of thing. I took out my Ivy Black, used Payne's Gray because it still have the darkness of dirt. Like the dirt, it's still very useful to make the colors dark, but at the same time it has a bluish tone to it. So like a grayish blue, bluish gray. So it doesn't give you it won't like completely darken the whole color unless you use a lot of it. And then I have these two. So when this goes out, I'm going to use this. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to fit in the damn thing because it's not a tiny. I'm going to try this now because it's not tiny. It's not like a tiny thing. Yeah, but closing, I think it's not going to work. Oh, okay, it does close, okay. But I'll test it and see how it looks. I might just not put it in here. Because I have these two, which I like. And I would love a set of them in the future. Once they become once a decent sale comes by. Yes. Those are not cheap. These are one paints that there are paints of any brand that's not cheap. This is a group that's also expensive. Cotman can be expensive based on the level. This is series 1. I think above series 1 the price increases depending on the pigmentation and the materials needed to make it. Then I have Yarka. Yarka is good as well. I just chose not to do it. I chose going to use this by myself. And they're semi-moist. So that's something that people need to keep in mind. And I still have this. So, done. I'll take the water out. Good. Good, it's not smelling. This is by Uchida. Okay. I got this from work. I want the Pentel ones because the Pentel ones had a small, medium. I think there's a fine, and then there's another one. And this is I believe is fine because it's a little harder to use. It's not a little harder to use. I mean, the tips feels a little hard. So once the class is over, I'm going to practice on my own until another class pop up in the spring. Because this fall I'm taking drawing fundamentals at Fletcher. So that's why I'm not taking another word class this fall semester. I'm also noticing that watercolor and also oil paint, because I'm interested in learning how to do oil painting. It's kind of a pain in the ass to find in this city. I don't mind acrylics, but I was like, I can deal with acrylics, and I realized I need a medium to like slow it down a bit, slow down the drying process, but still, goddamn. But yeah, this is the paper. If you're beginner, I highly suggest this. 1, you get 30 pages. 2, is the correct weight. Like 140 is ideal. If you get I know there's heavier paper that you can use that's a little stiffer, and there's paper under the 140 which is light but can buckle. But yeah, there's that one. Trying to pull up another books. So watercolor I'm liking, and it's helping me improve my figure drawing. Another one is also graphic design. Graphic design is longer because I'm at UCal, University City Arts League, and the graphic design 101 class is for about 8 weeks. So the end of next month is the very last month. Not very last month, very last class. And then I have a mini break, and in September I start drawing fundamentals at Fletcher. I do want to take another class there, but I'm trying to get used to it. Just take one that catches my attention for a bit. But yeah, so there's these. So this is, I drew this because there was a little project for graphic design, and I'm going to be using Illustrator to work on it more. I'm actually quite happy with this. Like, my skills look like a little crap, but I'm not caring at this point. Because doing like a poster thing based on the Little Mermaid, based on like a movie, or we can do an imitation. It can't be the exact same poster that's copyrighted, you know, things like that, but what influenced us. And one part I remember is the fork. That's the one part of the movie I remember the most, because the fork was like, I think that's everyone remembers the fork. So this, I took a picture of it, uploaded, because the computer lab has Apple, and I am not an Apple person. Apple computers hated me since kindergarten. I don't know why. Like, seriously, Apple hated me since I was kindergarten. I don't know why. Like, seriously, I'm trying to think what I've done, like the computer stuff, to like say fuck you. But yeah. So there's that. And when this is done, I'm gonna add to my portfolio, which is awesome, because I'm gonna do some things. Like I said, I'm planning to go to CCP probably within a year, between 2 to 3 years, do their art program, then transfer. And you need to have a portfolio, and I'm trying to set that up a bit. And yeah, so this will be the first piece to go in there, because I'd rather put my best pieces in the portfolio instead of like random pieces that I'm still learning about, because I'm still going to take art classes. Even I think once I go back to school, I'm gonna have to figure out how it works with my schedule. But yeah, I'll fit that in my schedule somehow. So I saw a mermaid that had these. That explained why I was looking at these and add those in, because there's a few pictures I saw that had the little side flaps, then the scales. I tried my best because I watched a video about it, and not highly detailed. I'm not supposed to do this, but this worked out, especially since she's leaned a little forward. I think what I'm going to illustrate is do this. Like, I've asked my teacher how to do this. How to like change it so that way it'll tilt, because it will look better like this. Either way, I think it looks good. Try to make your design look like something that I've seen mermaids like. Like, mermaids can be pretty, but mermaids can also be vicious too. Pirates of the Caribbean showed that one. And then I drew a little bag. She's just so dead. Look at this hand. I'm proud of this hand. I'm proud. Look at these hands. I'm so proud of myself. I've been practicing. And yeah, my flounder is not too awesome. I might fix his tail, because I realized I messed up his tail. But I saw a picture of an actual flounder, and I was like, that looks more realistic to me. And there's the crab, Sebastian. I might add more texture to him once I work with it more. But if you're wondering about why there's like exclamation marks and question marks, I played The Sims, and sometimes that helps. So yeah, that's my project I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. If I could take pictures of it, I'll be sure to. If not, I'll make sure y'all see the final finishing piece. But yeah, that's week 2 of these classes. I'm happy. I'm happy as hell. I'm really excited. And like I said, so I plan to make this a career, I have to put a lot of work into this, because people have noticed I can do this. It's just I need fundamentals. So I have to learn the fundamentals a bit more. And I'm planning to get a book, How to Be an Illustrator. I hope I said the title right. If you see the cover, you'll know who I'm talking about. I can't remember the author, but I was thinking of looking into that book, because I might go into that field if I don't do something like do graphic design or traditional art, because I'm still going to do traditional art even if I go into graphic design. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day, afternoon, evening, and night, and I will see you later. By at least between tonight and Monday, I will post a video from this month's Powerful Packs. Bye.